You have told yourself to let it go. Other people have told you to let it go, and you still hold it. Not because you are stubborn, because letting go would cost you something no one has named yet. Before you do anything else, hear this. The checkpoint does not tell people to let things go. That advice is everywhere. It is cheap, and it has never once worked on the things that actually stay. What the checkpoint does instead is ask, why is the grip so strong? Because the thing you cannot release is not just a memory. It is not just pain. It is doing something for you right now while you hold it and until you find out what that job is. No amount of telling yourself to move on will work. Here is what the checkpoint has found at the station, time after time. The thing you will not let go of is usually doing one of three jobs. The first job, it keeps you connected to the person who caused it. Resentment is a leash, but it is a leash that runs in both directions. As long as you are angry, the person still matters. Letting go does not just release the pain, it releases the connection. And some part of you is not ready to be that separate. The second job, it protects you from what comes after. While you are holding the old wound, you do not have to face what is underneath it. Sometimes underneath the anger is grief. Sometimes it is shame. Sometimes it is the quiet admission that you let it happen longer than you want to remember. The grudge is heavy, but it sits on top of something heavier. And carrying the grudge is easier than looking beneath it. This is why you still feel stuck. The third job, it gives you a story about who you are, the person who was wronged, the person who endured, the person who never got what they deserved. That identity is painful, but it is organized. It makes sense of the mess. And letting go of it would mean rebuilding the story from scratch without a villain. That is why the grip is so strong. You are not holding pain for no reason. You are holding it because it is performing a function your mind does not want to lose. Connection, protection, identity. Those are not small things. So the checkpoint will not tell you to let go. The checkpoint will tell you to name the job. Name what the holding is doing for you. Say it plainly, without dressing it up and without shaming yourself for it. Because once the job has a name, you can ask a better question. Is there another way to get that thing, connection, protection, identity, that does not require you to carry the weight? The checkpoint sees what you are carrying, not as weakness, not as a failure to move on, as loyalty to a wound that once protected you. That is not small, that is survival. But the season where the weight was useful may have ended, and you are still lifting. The checkpoint held weight like this once, called it principle, called it justice. It was neither. It was just a way to stay close to something that was already gone. So here is the practice. Not letting go. That comes later, or it does not. That is not your job today. Your job today is to sit with the thing you are holding and ask it one question. What are you doing for me? And then write the answer down. Not in your head, somewhere real. If you need a place to put that answer, Drift Inward is a journal that listens while you write. Its AI reads your patterns, not to fix you, but to show you what keeps surfacing when you think no one is watching. Sometimes the thing you cannot let go of becomes clearer the moment you write it somewhere that reflects it back. That is the practice. The ruling, you are not holding on because you are weak. You are holding on because the weight has a job. And no one, including you, has stopped long enough to ask what the job is. The checkpoint does not wave through cargo just because the carrier is tired. But the checkpoint also does not ask you to drop it before you know what falls out.